Today I'm going to show you an alternating cable cast on that gives you the look of a tubular cast on, but with the ease of just a regular length tail. You're going to start by making a slip knot, and you're going to put that on your knitting needle. You're going to put that in your left hand, and you're going to do a regular knit cast on so that you start this cast on with 2 established stitches. Now I'm going to do a cable cast on by putting this needle between the 2 stitches, and I'm going to be careful to make sure that it actually does get between the 2. It's knitwise because I'm going in and away from me, making a knit stitch and slipping it on. And here's where the alternating part is. I'm not going to tighten this up just yet because I want to make sure that there's room for both the needles. I'm going to bring the needle from the back toward me, so I'm doing it purlwise now. I'm going to wrap the yarn, put it on, go from the front, make a stitch, go between from the back, make a stitch. I'm going to just keep alternating this way. If I get stuck and I forget which way I did it, did I do it knitwise last time or purlwise last time, I'm going to look at where the tail's at. The tail is in the back, which tells me that I did this knitwise. So now it's time to do it purlwise. So bringing it between the needles, and if I'm not sure, I'm going to look under there to make sure it's under both legs of that stitch, and make a purl stitch. When I've completed the purl stitch, the working yarn is in the front. So that tells me that I just did a purl, and now it's time to do a knit. I'm just going to go back and forth, alternating knitwise and purlwise. So this is an alternating cable cast on. There might be another name for it, but this is just what I'm calling it. One nice way of doing this is that it gives a really nice edge, whether I'm doing ribbing or in the case of an upcoming class where I'm doing linen stitch. It gives me just a nice edge that doesn't roll. So right now it just looks like this. You can see it's alternating, but it doesn't look like much yet. So now I'm going to work into it. If I look here, I can already see the beginnings of that tubular look. So this is knit. So I'm going to do this one. I'm just going to do a little bit of ribbing. Pull that forward. There, so you can see it. Just pulled it forward a little bit. And I'm going to do a knit stitch and a purl stitch. I'm doing this as a thrower, but you could also do this continental. Knit, purl, knit, and so on. I'm just going to work all the way to the end. I'm going to go back to throwing. You don't have to work this in ribbing. You can work it however you like. It still gives you a really nice edge. It just really shows itself off well in ribbing. I'm going to go ahead and turn and do another row so that you can see what that edge looks like. This is fingering, and I'm doing it on a size 8, which is much larger than normal, so this is going to look a little bit looser. You can use whatever the needle is called for your pattern. I chose this needle because in the linen stitch, even though it's fingering, we're going to be working it on a size 8 to keep it drapey. So if I'm looking at this, you can see it almost has this little rolled edge. It lays nice and flat. It becomes reversible. this way. It just makes a really nice fabric. You can do it in pairs, 2 knits, 2 purls, 2 knits, 2 purls. I find it looks best when it's just done one-on-one, 1 knit, 1 purl, alternating. It's the most close to a tubular cast on. And there is a look at that fabric. That's that edge. This might be a little too loose in this particular stitch to have it be fully appreciated, but you can almost see that it feels like it's just rolling out from under the bottom. You can see it also doesn't, like, it'll block straight. It's got a nice, it's stretchy, but it's not messy. It's one of the things I like about it. So that is the alternating tubular cast on.